going to switch things over to Craig, who is our residential real estate expert, valuation expert.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks for inviting me to this. My name is Craig Foley. I've worked with RE/MAX Leading Edge as a real estate broker. We have 10 or 11 offices now, 200 agents. My title is Chief of Energy Solutions, which nobody in our firm knows what that means exactly. But as solar PV is really exploding in the state, I mean, virtually overnight, we have 70,000 homes now with PV in the state. The realtors in my office, I'm getting 2 questions a week about what do I do with a home sale with solar photovoltaics on the home? How do I handle that transaction? So that's been a big focus in the marketplace. Another thing that I do is I have a firm called Sustainable Real Estate Consulting Services, so I do a lot of consulting work on a national level with National Association of Realtors, with the Appraisal Institute. I do a lot of real estate education through that work on high-performance homes, and that's what my business is all about. I'm really excited to be in a place where high-performance homes is what I sell, it's what I consult on, and it's what I teach. It's a pretty cool place to be. So this, what you see up here, high-performance home, get a 9 to 13% premium in the marketplace. Please don't believe that. Because it's dependent upon a lot of different sources. You know, these are national numbers. We're certainly seeing high-performance homes get a price premium in the marketplace. And I'm going to give you an example of a project that I'm working on right now where those numbers are actually a little bit conservative. But in general, we've got to realize that all real estate is local. So if you show this picture to a local real estate agent or a local appraiser, and you didn't have a maturing green marketplace, they probably would roll their eyes at you, partly because they may not see it in their marketplace. And despite the fact that when Mark mentioned the 4,700 square foot homes, he looked directly at me like it was my fault. That's demand in the marketplace, obviously. That's what's creating that. It's not the realtor that's creating that. It's demand and it's consumer demand in the marketplace. And we're starting to see this being a demand in the marketplace as well. Really exciting to say that. And there's we're a fairly reactionary trade organization, obviously. It wouldn't surprise me if you have a home with solar PV on your rooftop, or you've gone through the Mass Save program and done some air sealing and insulation work and invested in an air source heat pump, that if you were to show that to a real estate agent and saying, I'm selling my home, what's the value in this stuff, that it wouldn't be unusual for the real estate agent to roll their eyes at you. And that's a real problem in the marketplace. We're at a transition point where we're starting to see realtors, appraisers, lenders, underwriters realize that there's a market opportunity here. I mentioned I'm doing a lot of work with NAR right now, National Association of Realtors. We just hired a director of sustainability in the middle of 2016. We just started, it's going to be starting in 2018, a sustainability advisory group in which the largest trade organization in the United States, NAR, is going to be looking at a triple bottom line, focus on how we run our business. Big transitions going on in the marketplace. The Appraisal Institute published something called the AI Green and Residential Energy Efficient Addendum. If you Google AI Green Addendum, you'll find a PDF that pops up on that. We're training realtors and appraisers how to use that addendum. That addendum was originally built in 2011 because in the Uniform Residential Appraisal Report, the appraisal report that every appraiser uses in the marketplace, there's one line item for energy efficient items on that. Now, I'm selling a set of condos on Fort Hill right now in Boston that are LEED Platinum certified. The 2 rooftops, 4 units, have a 31.68 solar PV system on the 2 rooftops. The HERS ratings are -14 to -22, so they're beyond net zero. They're on the other side of net zero. They're energy positive. What's that?
You need to explain what
HERS rating, yes. So like your golf score, the lower the better with your HERS rating. And we anticipate that DOE says Average HERS rating on a home that doesn't have insulation on it in the US is probably 140. The 2006 IECC code built home is the reference point. That's a HERS rating of 100. To get down to LEED level, you're looking at, certainly LEED Platinum, you're looking at HERS ratings of 30 to 40. You add some solar PV onto that, you have an ultra-tight building envelope like we do, and you get to the holy grail, which is net zero. And like I said, on the marketplace right now in Fort Hill, we have 4 condos that are -14 to -22. On the market right now, this is part of the marketplace right now. And just, I'll finish with this quickly. We're competing with some new construction right down the street, built to code. They have 7 units. They have 1 under agreement. We have 4 units. Put the 3rd one under agreement earlier this week. Expect the 4th one will be under agreement. Hopefully I hopefully will have to do an open house on Sunday is what I'm shooting for. And our price point is $450 to $460 a square foot. The new construction down the street is priced at $370 to $380 a square foot. The price premium from a LEED Platinum property that's beyond net zero, that's energy positive, it's very clear in the marketplace. And in fact, one of the listing brokers of the project down the street has the buyer that just put the 3rd property under agreement this week. And I can guarantee you she tried very hard to get that buyer to buy the development that she's listing. And the buyer, who's a builder, interestingly enough, clearly saw the value in the value proposition of these homes on Fort Hill. So I guess one of the simple message here is that there are realtors, there are appraisers, there are lenders in Massachusetts that have taken the extra steps to become knowledgeable and competent in this part of the industry, and you have to use those professionals that have done that kind of work if you want to see any kind of a price premium. We have tools, the PV value tool, where we can look at an income approach to property for host-owned solar PV. If you own the solar PV system, we can use an income approach to add that onto the property. If you don't get a qualified appraiser, a green certified appraiser, they won't know how to use that document. So it's exciting to be in this part of the marketplace right now, where we're seeing that there's a value proposition. We have 11 appraisers in the state right now that are qualified appraisers, green certified appraisers through the Appraisal Institute. A year and a half ago, that was 0. In about 2 months, we're going to have over 30. So we're seeing appraisers, lenders in the marketplace, real estate agents understand that this is an opportunity in the marketplace. And we're certainly willing to meet more than halfway for all the great work that Sustainable Lexington is doing to move the ball forward.
Thank you.